I love using what God gave to me. It's so amazing. I can't explain it. Turning hope to reality. Touching your life with mine. Using the gift of my hands to create all I can.
Hello, everyone. I am Faith Godbold from A Touch of Faith. Thank you for watching the replay. Come on in. I'm super excited to be back with you today for part 2 of our winter series that we started last time. As you're coming in, make sure you are saying something so I know you're here, whether you're watching us live right now or later on the replay. And I always look forward to seeing how far our broadcast is reaching. So if you don't mind, would you comment your city and state? And then also, if you have not yet become a part of our faith family, I invite you to go ahead right now. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and turn on your live notifications and make sure you're following my page. If you will, right now on the live, you can click the 3 dots. Make sure you're following and turning on live notifications. And then, of course, if you're on YouTube, you can go ahead and click that subscribe button. And also there's a notification bell that will allow you to receive notices when we go live. And you can always save our videos. I love that. I love that you all come and show up every Tuesday and every Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. So let's come on in. Let's get started. I see Miss Keisha has made it. Hey, Keisha, how are you? So happy to have you. We are enjoying today. I have thoroughly enjoyed having, I guess, my first day off after returning to work this week, y'all. And it has been a blessing just to have some downtime. I worked on some things earlier for A Touch of Faith, and I have just been relaxing. So I hope you all are doing well this Saturday. Let me know in the comments, what have you been up to today? Because I can't wait to hear all about it. I have been enjoying the little bit of extra daylight we've been getting, although as I look out my window now, it looks like it's getting dark already. But I'm thankful for this beautiful day. We've had some warm weather. Right now, it's even 75 degrees here in Florence, South Carolina. So it is a beautiful day, and it doesn't feel like winter. So here we are making a Let It Snow Somewhere Else wreath today. And we have 75 degrees, but we're going to get our wreath created. So y'all come on in. I see Sister Julia has made it. Hey there. And we have 27 people on our live so far. I am so excited. So thank you to all of the newbies who are joining us. Hey, Miss Ashley, how are you? If you're on YouTube, go ahead and comment and let me know you're here. Thanks, Miss Keisha. She just sprinkled our video out to others. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. All right, so y'all keep coming in. We are going to get all set and prepped and ready to make our wreath. If you were not here last time, let me grab the bow and show you the inspiration for today's design. So raise your hand in the comments if you were here last time. We designed this beautiful bow to prepare us for today's wreath. Hey, Mom, there you are. Happy you made it. And we are going to dedicate today's live to Miss Trina Austin, because she said she hasn't seen me make many wreaths. So hopefully Miss Trina will make it and be able to tune in today, because guess what? We are making a wreath, okay? All right, I hope y'all are excited just as I am. So let's go ahead and get our materials. I've already prepped my wreath form. I did that before going live. So this is our wreath form, and it has our gorgeous colors that we're going to use. Let me close these blinds real quick, y'all, because it is getting darker. And that way I can go ahead and have that done. It's probably not as dark, but my studio lights make it appear as though it is. Hey, Sean, welcome back. How are you? Oh, wow, Mom, you had to search for the notification? That's weird, isn't it? I don't know how Facebook decides to send out the notices, but I'm glad you're here. All right, so here is our base that we're going to be using, and I've already added all of my pipe cleaners to it. I want to do that just to save us some time. If you've never seen me wire this up before, I'm sure I'll be doing it again on my page. And I have tutorials on my YouTube channel where I show this. Actually, it's acting up again. Do you want to try going out? Go out, Ashley, and come back in. And I hope it's not on everybody's page like that. So if anyone else is having issues, let us know. All right, y'all, and this is going to be so fitting. We're going to use some snowball mesh for this design since we're making a winter wreath that is going to have the illusion of snow elements in it. We're going to start with our base of snowball mesh. And if you look closely, it's a beautiful white metallic mesh, but every so often you see the little snowballs. See that? Isn't that cute? I love it. So let's go ahead and gather this. And I'm just going to gather it up so that I can contain the end. And I feel like one of our colors that we're going to use in just a few minutes, I feel like maybe Ashley gave it to me. I can't remember. I know someone gave it to me. Hey, Natalia, how did it go with your son today? I saw your post earlier. All right, y'all, I'm going to start with the inside. So I'm just moving these outside pieces out of the way. And it doesn't matter where I start. I'm just going to start right here on the blue. I did color code my pipe cleaners to match my wreath. I didn't necessarily have to do that, but it's going to help as we get ready to decorate it a little bit later. And so that I finish everything off, I'm just going to tie it down with my zip tie here. So I hope y'all are doing well. If this is our first time seeing you this year, Happy New Year to you. Hope your year is starting out great. I've had some amazing tutorials so far in my private group, so can't wait to share more of that with you. We've been setting some goals for the new year and getting our hearts and our minds ready to receive everything God has for us this year. Okay, y'all, now that I have it contained, we're going to go around. I'm just going to use our snowball mesh. I'm going to add what I'm going to call some poofs to it. And it's just going to give it a nice, thick foundation so that when we come back around and add our secondary mesh, it will have something to hold on to nicely. And I think this may have been probably the second or the third type of mesh or type of base, I should say, that I learned how to make. Hey, Lillian, welcome. We are making a winter wreath today. And I was just saying, even though here in South Carolina, it's 75 degrees. Last year, this time, they were calling for snow. I saw that pop up in my memories. And it looks like we only got sleet and ice. So we definitely don't have any snow in the works right now with these warm temperatures like this. I think next week it's going to cool off some starting tomorrow. But yeah, we'll just have to see. So what about you all? What kind of weather are y'all having? Warm temperatures? Is it cold anywhere for any of you? Let us know where you're tuning in and also what the weather's like. I'm just curious. I think this is either a first that I can remember, or it's been a long time since it's been warm like this. Oh, absolutely, Miss Keisha. I am on your time for that. So just whenever you're ready, you just reach out and let me know. And I did get our website revamped. So when you go to atofaith.com, you can click buy and it will take you to all the things. So I was so proud of that. I worked on that the other night, just trying to get some things done. I think I did that Saturday because I had mentioned to you all last week, this time, that I wanted to do that. And so I just kind of made it happen. So lots of great things are in store this year, and I'm so glad that each of you are connected with us. All right, what do y'all think so far? You see how it's shaping up for our beautiful base? Yes, I was thinking that too, Mom. I can't remember it being this warm, but I'm thankful we have not had to use our heat, like the house heat. We've used little heaters in the mornings if we need it, but I am thoroughly enjoying not having to turn on the big unit right now. All right, y'all, I made it all the way back to the beginning just that fast. I'm just going to wire this one in. What do you think? So I'm going to hold it up just so you can see what we have so far. So take a look. Look at there. So this is what we're pulling from. And look at that base. Can you see it? Isn't that amazing how just that quickly that first layer is building up? So that's the inside. Yes, the weather is beautiful, isn't it? So now let's keep going and let's do the outside. So yes, beautiful weather. And it definitely makes you want to like go outdoors and enjoy, right? At least that's what I was thinking. Although I stayed on the couch earlier today, I was watching, what channel was I on? I think I was watching a Lifetime movie, I believe. Oh, it's cold, Sean says, in Omaha, Nebraska. Really, Sean, what temperature do you have right now? Let us know. All right, so we're doing the outside. Same thing. And I'm just stretching it out, adding it in. And I even saw where last year this time I was making soup in preparation for the snow. And I definitely don't feel like any soup right now. We've had quite a bit of soup, actually, because I like to go to Sam's. I don't know if y'all have ever had their soup, but they have different flavors like broccoli and cheese, which I had a little bit of that yesterday. They have the loaded baked potato, which is really good. They also have the tomato basil. I will say those are my top 3. Then I think they have a lobster bisque soup, which is pretty good. But yeah, those are some of my favorites. And it's real easy just to heat it up. You can put it in the microwave, like put some in a bowl first, put it in the microwave, or you can put it on the stove if you want to. So it's an easy go-to. Like one day this week, we had sub sandwiches from Subway, and I just added the soup to it. So it made a nice little meal. And tonight, hubby has leftovers. So I just threw some chicken in the oven, and I think I'm going to just make a salad to go with that. That's my little go-to quick meal. Doesn't take a lot of effort, and it's healthy. All right, y'all, look at how it's shaping up already. See that outside layer building up right there. So did anyone set any goals or resolutions for the new year? Do y'all still do that? Haven't finished writing down the things I want to accomplish yet. I've been working on that, but I did get a planner. Normally I use my computer for everything, but this year I decided I wanted a planner for my business so that I could have all of that in print when I needed it. So I've been adding things to it. But the main thing is you don't want to just set those goals and not follow through, right? Because it's so easy at the beginning of the year to say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then if you're not careful, before you know it, the year has gotten like past you and you've forgotten all about those goals. So if you do set them, don't just set them, but make sure you revisit them on a regular basis. Check in and see if you are actually meeting your goals. And I find if you post them somewhere where you can see them every day, maybe it's your bathroom mirror, your refrigerator. Hey, Miss Leah, how are you? You made it. So yeah, somewhere prominent like that, if you post your goals, I find that is super helpful, just so you can make sure that you don't lose sight of them. Because I don't know about you, but I feel like 2025 went by really fast. Like toward the end of the year, I was reflecting and I could remember 2024, like that very same time a year ago. So I don't want this year to get away from you all. If you have plans for things you want to do, make sure you do them. Set your goals and stick to them. Make them happen this year, y'all. One of the things I wanted to do, I decided I wanted to read my Bible again this year. And this year, I invited my family to do it with me. My mom did it with me last year, but we did it independently on our own apps. But there was actually a way to invite others. And so I invited her and some other family members, and we're having a blast reading together. We get to chat and comment. So we just finished, day 10? Yes, ma'am. I'm doing well. Thanks, Miss Leah. So that was something that I wanted to do. And last year, thanks to utilizing the Bible recap with Tara Lee Cobble, I was able to make that happen. And I've shared it on my page before, but if you're interested in that plan, you can comment the word Bible and get the details. All right, y'all, we made it all the way back to where we started, and we did that in under 20 minutes. Oh my goodness, look at there. How about that? All right, so let me just twist off that final piece. And then we're going to save this mesh and utilize it in another wreath. So look at there. How do we do, y'all? What do you think? I'm just going to tie it off here, just like so, and cut it. That way, when I come back to it later, we'll have it for another project. All right, so this is what it's looking like now. Let me show you. Y'all, look at that. Look at how full that is. Oh, you couldn't get it, Miss Leah? Well, I tell you what, if you want to try it again this year, I'll help you figure it out. Do you already have the app? Okay, so here's what we have so far. So let me find where I ended. I want to tuck that in so everything looks neat and contained. And I'm just going to finish it off on the back just to secure it right here. Thank you, sis. And I love these colors for winter. I was even thinking, ooh, this will make a beautiful like centerpiece in these colors, like the winter blues. Yeah, so if you want to try it again, I'll be glad to help you. When you first start, if you haven't done like a plan like that before, it is a little challenging, I would say, but once you get in your groove, you'll figure it out. It will not be hard at all for you. So it's the YouVersion app. And if you type, I believe it's Bible, type Bible, and it should send you the link, okay, in your inbox. And that will give you the information on how to get started. And then after you do that, I can walk you through anything else you might need help with. All right, let me make sure. I feel like this is pretty secure, but let me pull it a little bit tighter here. There we go. All right, so now that we have our base, let's go ahead and fluff it out a bit. So I'm going to open these up. Yep, you did it. So that link that you're going to get in your inbox will help you get started, and then message me if you need any additional help, Miss Leah, and I'll help you, okay? All right, so I want to open these little poofs up so they have a little bit more shape than what they have. Because see how right now they're kind of closed and tight? So we're going to open them up like this one that I just did. So all I'm going to do is just place my fingers inside and spread that mesh out, and it's going to make it look even nicer. Just like that. So I'm going to do the outside first, and then I'll come back. The inside really don't need as much help because there's more space on the inside poofs. But this is just going to help make our wreath look even more beautiful. Just like so. Hey, Donzel, you were getting a nap? Nothing wrong with that. Glad you're resting. Hope you're doing great today. I was almost going to put my sweatshirt on today, y'all, but I'm glad I didn't because it's already warm with my long sleeves. I probably should have put my t-shirt on. Because it is, let's see. My thermometer is on Celsius, and I don't read Celsius. But I'm sure it's 70, probably like 72 in here, if I had to guess. I need to reset that. I don't know how it got on Celsius. So if you are just joining, we're making our Let It Snow Somewhere Else wreath today. This is part 2 from last time. We just made our beautiful base, and I'm going around now, opening up these outside layers, just separating the mesh, making it do what I want it to do. There we go. Just spreading it out. And I do teach all of this nice and slow in the creative circle. So if you're interested in joining, you can comment the word create to get all the details, or you can go to learnfromfaith.com. All right, we are almost back to where we started, which means we will have done all of the outside. Then we'll grab those inside real quick. But what do y'all think about this so far in the process? All right, let's do this one. Here we go. Had to invert it a little bit. And our created circle meets every Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And I'm excited. Tomorrow's tutorial is going to be an amazing design. We're finishing up from last time. And I can't wait until y'all see it. It's going to be the first wreath that I list on the website for 2026. All right, we did all of the outside. Look at how full it is now. Y'all see the difference? So now let's check the insides. And like I said, they pretty much are already open, but I'm just going to touch them anyway. Thank you. Yes, doesn't it, Miss Leah? And do you make wreaths yourself, Miss Leah? Remind me. You may have told me already. But yes, it does. And we're going to use a combination today of the 21-inch, and we're going to add in some 10-inch next. But I love creating wreath, and I actually started my teaching business in 2021, which was about 2.5 years after starting my actual wreath business, my Touch of Faith business that has become more than just wreaths now. Thank you. And had no idea that I would teach other creatives how to make. And I absolutely enjoy that. This is actually the camera that I use. Oh, great, Miss Leah. Well, if you ever want to learn in depth, I would love to have you join us. And this is our camera view that you get in the private group. Mom says it's complicated. Mama, you could do it if you wanted to. All right, look at this, y'all. Can y'all see what we have now? Look at how more full it looks. So before they were kind of closed and squished together, but we've opened them up beautifully. Okay. And look at the little snow. Can y'all see the little elements of snow peeking through? So there's your snow, Mom. Got you some snow. All right, so what we're going to do now is let's add in some of our additional colors. Let me remind you of the sign that we're going to use. I haven't shown you that today. So if you are just hopping on from last week, this is our gorgeous sign that's going to be featured on our wreath. Isn't that gorgeous? And it already has the blue, it has the snowflakes. So we're going to pull in those colors a little bit more. So we already have the white, but let's pop in some blue, and we're going to pull in some silver. So we're going to jazz it up a bit. I'm going to slide the wreath over for just a second. So for this, I'm going to use my little handy dandy bow dabber. I used to use this to make bows, Donzel, but I have my other bow maker, the Easy Bow Maker that I love now. And if you want to see a list of all of my tools, I believe that is in the comments for you. If you type the word links, you'll get all of my links, including my shopping links, like places I like to shop. Okay, my affiliate links. So we're going to use this to hold our mesh as we are prepping it. I'm going to place it right there so my YouTube people can see as well. And our first piece of mesh is this gorgeous silver. And I think Ashley gave this to me. Ashley, I can't remember. You'll have to let me know. I feel like it was in the stash that you gave me. But we're going to use some silver. And then we have some of that blue that we talked about. And this is like a variating blue. It has some of that ice blue, a little bit of light blue. And we're going to combine these two together. So to get us started, I'm going to just turn this into a curl by rolling it. And it's so easy to do, y'all. I'm literally just putting it on my table with the curved side facing upward, rolling, rolling, rolling. And then because I don't want to hold on to this, I'm going to drop it into my bow dabber, and I'm using it like hands. So it's acting as my hands right now so I can keep working. And let's alternate. So we're going to do silver and then the blue, just like so. And we're going to keep going. And I'm going to fill this up. I can do this 3 times. And then once I've filled it up, then we'll start adding in the mesh, this mesh, to our wreath. I like it. So that's one of my little tricks there, my little tips to help you. All right, so see how it's starting to get full. So I only have room probably for one more, and then the last one I'll just hold in my hand. Yeah, I like that sign too. All right, I'm pushing it down, and then here is our last one, just like so. Okay, and then all we're going to do to add it to our wreath is we're going to use one of each color. So I'm going to use one blue and one silver and just pair them together, kind of like an X. And I'm going to move this over so y'all can see. And then I'm going to bring the wreath back, and we literally are just going to add it to each of our pipe cleaners all the way around. And see how it's already going to give a little pop of color to go with our white snow that we have. Just like that. See there? And that's what we're going to do all the way around. Okay? So there's my bow dabber. I'm just grabbing my mesh from it, and then I'm adding it right into those pipe cleaners. Y'all like that? I'm just giving it a couple of twists. All right, and then let's do our last set that we had. Crisscross. Move that out of the way. And then we're going to add them in. And so now we have some of our colors starting to show. That will help complement our sign and tie everything in so nicely. So this is what it's starting to look like now on the outside. So let me know what you think. There you have it. You can see this we haven't done yet. So we're going to work our way all the way around. Oh, let's see. I will show you the sign. So this is how it's all going to come together, just like that. Let me adjust my camera for a second. Hang on. Right there. There we go. You see that? So that's how it's all going to come together as we're making it. And actually, I was trying to remember if you gave me this silver mesh. Do you remember? So I couldn't quite remember if you did. I feel like it was in the stash of things that you gave me. Okay, so let's keep going. And to save us some time, I've already made all the other bundles. So we're just going to go all the way around our wreath, securing these in. Just like so. Thank you. I think I want to turn it this way. Yes, okay, this is the mesh you gave me then. I thought you did. Because I had it tucked away on my shelf. And when I grabbed it, I said, I think Ashley gave this to me. So thank you, Ashley. Ashley is helping us be able to make this wreath today. So I'm going to dedicate today's live to you as well, because this wouldn't be possible without you having given me the mesh. So thank you. And it was gorgeous. Like, I loved the colors, the way it just all worked so nicely with this design. Yes, ma'am. And I kind of rotate through, you know, like when I'm looking for things, I'll go check and I'll say, okay, let me see. Because some of it I put on my main shelf. And then I think the things that were not on spools, they're in a drawer. So I always go check it. I say, okay, let me see what Ashley gave me that might be useful for this project. And it's amazing how sometimes you don't even realize what you have. So I really love having access to it all, because I think at first I left it in the bag that I had transferred it to. And I was like, I've got to get it out of the bag so I know what I have. So yes, it has come in super handy. All right, and I'm just going all the way around, adding in these gorgeous colors, just like this. I do like when I prep for wreaths, because when I'm ready to make it, I can just sit down and add it to the wreath. And sometimes I just want to make it and not have to do any prepping. Oh, thank you. You're sweet too. So for me, today, I just spent a little bit of time. It didn't take me long to do these. I think maybe 10 minutes. I timed myself. And I may make a video showing you all that, but I just did the prepping so that when we went live, that part would already be done. So it all kind of depends where I am with what I'm doing, how I do it. All right, y'all, the outside is done. Take a look. Let's look at the outside. Look at there. So outside is all done and is looking even more full, but see how those colors are tying together even more. All right, so let's do the inside now. We're going to do the inside. And I'm just going to go all the way around, same process. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, it is turning out beautiful, isn't it? Thank y'all so much. All right, and see how it's just filling up that inside. Sometimes when I do this I like to stand up, so I'm going to stand up so I can see these pieces even better, because these inside pipe cleaners are kind of hiding a little lower than my view. So I'm just standing so I can see them. Yes, that blue is amazing, isn't it? And you don't have to add the silver, but that was something I wanted to give, just to add to the wreath, to give it a little bit more dimension, because we could have just done blue and white and been done with it. But the silver changes it up a bit. Just like so. I want to crisscross that back. There we go. That way the colors are infused all the way around. So do any of you put up decor for winter after Christmas? Or do you wait until Valentine's Day? What do y'all put up on your door? All right, y'all, we have 2 more left. Wow, that was fast. All right, and last one. And this is going to make a very nice size wreath. Should be about 24 inches. Yep, 24 inches, y'all. Mom, you want something for winter? Okay. You just tell me what you want, and I will make it for you. All right, y'all, here it is. Take a look. So here's what we have now. And that is looking oh so gorgeous. Let me remind you of what it's going to look like with the sign added, because we're going to do that soon, and see how it's going to come together so nicely. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So before we add the sign, before we add our bow, let's go ahead and add our ribbon. Okay. So I picked out the ribbon that we used from last time when we made the bow. And so these are our colors. Just to remind you, we have the coordinating ribbon that says "Let It Snow." So we're going to use that. Okay. We have some of the blue, the silver, and the white, just to tie in those coordinating colors. Hey, Aunt Flo, that's okay. You made it. And then I wanted some snowflakes. So I found this one, and I love it because it has the little furry edge, like the Chanel edge. So that's going to give the illusion of snow. And then we have some snowflake ribbon with those same colors, the ice blue, and it even has some that kind of looks like a little green in it. So these are going to be our 4 ribbons. So now let's go around, and we're just going to alternate through these. I put them in the order that I want to use them, and we're going to add these to the outside of our wreath. Okay, so I've already cut them, measured them, pre-cut the end so they have that beautiful dovetail. So really and truly, this is going to go fast as well. Are you doing okay, Aunt Flo? I do not have any yet for the year. Actually, I need to work on some craft fairs. Usually in the cold, I don't like doing them. Although, as we just said, it hasn't been cold. So I don't have any scheduled yet, but usually I get started with those around April. But yeah, I'm prepared. I have my products ready. If I were to have a show, I would just need to change out my rack, of course. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. Yes, ma'am, I'm doing well. Thank you. All right. I love how I can move things around with my mesh and the ribbons. And I'm just fluffing them out, making them do exactly what I want. So see how I did that? I made this one into like a little half of a bow there. This one's a ribbon tail. And we're just alternating all the way around. Just giving it some variety. Aunt Flo, did you enjoy the rest of your birthday? Y'all, my aunt had a birthday this week. If y'all want to wish her a happy birthday, go ahead and drop that in the comments. I'm so excited she was able to celebrate another birthday. Isn't that amazing? And that is a blessing. This one is so beautiful. Can y'all see the detail in that? Look there. That ribbon is gorgeous. All right. So we're just alternating all the way around. And we're going to add some embellishments. Good, I'm glad. Add some embellishments to it. And y'all, my new color play subscription came yesterday. If I remember, and if we have time, maybe we can open it together. Wouldn't that be fun? I showed you a preview last time of what the nail strips were going to look like for the month of January. And it's time for me to change mine. My polish Tuesday will make 14 days. So I'm going to probably change it this weekend. And as you can see, they're still looking pretty good. Thank you. I do like the colors too. It's a great combination. You're right. So we're just adding our ribbon all the way around, making sure we rotate our colors. And I just used the colors that we had already selected for our bow, just like so. Opening up those loops so that they stand out the way that I want them to. So we are 2/3 of the way done with our ribbon, just that fast. Let's see. You know, I have not had a request for that yet, Ashley, but I can certainly do a custom baby sign. And if you have a need for one or know of someone who might want one, you can just send me a message and I would be glad to create that for you. I started making my own wreath signs. Was it last year? I think in 24. And I love it. I was making a sign today, in fact. And that's one of the things that I love about wreaths and wreath making. I used to have to always order my signs, but now I can make them. So far I've been making the round signs and the square signs in both 8-inch, but I can also do an 18-inch door hanger. Those I paint or like do the stencil and make them by hand. I want to make this loop a little bit bigger. Let me go up a little bit on this one. So if you need something larger than 8 inches, I would either like create the stencil to paint, or I can use my Cricut for that. All right, there we go. That looks a lot better now. Just wanted to be able to see that loop a little bit better. All right, we're on the last round of ribbons. Last round. And then we'll see what it looks like with our bow added. We're going to get our sign added. I think so too. Oh, yes. These colors and just change it to a baby sign, right? Yes, absolutely. I see it. And then if we needed a girl, we could switch out the blue, make them pink, change the ribbons, of course. But yes, that's a great idea. Have to bookmark that. All right. So all of our colors are working well together. It's like playing well, right? Like children are supposed to play well with others. I remember that was a comment when I used to teach students and we do the report cards. There was a comment that says plays well with others. So it's making me think about the ribbon. The ribbon is playing well with each other. The colors are complementing the wreath and each other. Okay, just like so. Fanning it out just to fluff it. And then here is our last ribbon that we're adding. I'm giving it several good twists so it stays in the way that I want it to. Just like that, and opening up that loop. All right, all ribbon has been added to our wreath. Take a look. Oh my goodness, look at there. Isn't that amazing, y'all? Just that fast. Everything has been added in. So now we get to add our sign and our bow. Swipe our table a little bit. Okay. So let's grab our bow and let's grab our sign. So thank you. So one of the things we're going to do before we add those two items, let me go around and I'm going to cut down those pipe cleaners from the inside. We don't need those. So let's just cut these down because we're going to put our bow and our sign here. That way we have room to work. Just like so. And again, I'm going to stand so I can see what I'm doing better. Giving them just a couple of twists before I cut them, just to ensure that they are on the way I want them to be. So do y'all have anything on your door right now? Are y'all waiting for Valentine's Day? Do you go to everyday designs? How do y'all decorate after Christmas? And if you don't decorate at all, you can let us know that as well. All right, I think I got them all. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. We're going to place our sign more like right here in that general area, and then we can place our bow at the top. Y'all like that? I think that's what I want to do. All right, so let's go for adding our sign. I'm going to add it right here. And let me get my needle because it's a little thick. And that's just going to help me go through it even faster as I push through all the mesh and all the goodness here. I don't like to struggle if I don't have to. So if it's thick, I'm going to go ahead and just use my needle. Just like that. You know, I've been making wreaths now for 11 years. This November will make 12 years. Oh, wow. I did not realize that. And I've been doing it as a business. This will be year number 8. So can't believe that. Wow. All right, I'm going to start tightening it just a little bit, get it where I want it first. Yeah, can y'all believe that? It's been that long? Almost 12 years of making wreaths because I started in 2014. Wow, that is something. All right, now let's do the other side. Same thing. Thank you. All right. So yeah, once I realized that other people wanted to learn from me, I started out doing like one-on-one, like training, but I needed to be able to duplicate myself. So that's when I started. I think I did a workshop first. And then after that, that's when the desire to teach more people happened because I had someone ask. So I actually started out with a workshop first, and then it turned into Faith's Creative Circle. And then the same thing for my business coaching group. I had one client that I was working with one-on-one and knew I wouldn't have enough time to only do the one-on-ones. And so that's how Faith's business group was born. And everything just kind of went from there, y'all. So truly, truly amazing to me. All right, so sign is on. I always like to check, make sure it's exactly the way that I want it. We'll finish getting everything positioned in just a minute. Now let's go ahead and let's do our bow. Get that fluffed right there. Let me look on the back for just a second. I want to make sure. Yep. Okay. And let me pull this down just a little. Just like that, so I can center my mesh back. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to place our bow up here. And you could place it off to the side, like if you wanted your bow more on the side, but I was thinking we'd do it in the center. Just like so. Let me show you what it's looking like so far. So here is what we have so far. Let me turn it the right way. I always have to look when I'm doing it because it's always backwards for me. Just like that. So I hope you can see that. Okay. All right. So let's see. Y'all have any questions so far while I'm holding it up there? Okay. So now we're going to add, let's add our bow to it. Okay. I'm going to turn it around. Even though I added the longer pipe cleaners, I'm still going to use my needle. All right. I love my needle because it helps me get it. Oops. It helps me get it exactly where I want it. Thank you. All right, and then I'm going to pull it up some, just like that. Let's feed the other side. Giving it some stability there. All right, and then we're going to make sure that everything is positioned exactly the way we want before I tighten it up. And then I'm going to go around this bar here, which gives me a little bit more leverage. Okay, and there we go. So I'm going to do it upside down for a moment, and then I'll rotate it back so I can see. And when you're adding your bow, you don't want to pull it so hard that it sinks the bow. So that's another thing I'm making sure I'm not doing as well while I'm tightening it up. Okay, so I got it on just enough. And now I'm going to rotate it around, make sure everything is centered the way that I want it to be. So I had to look at it first. And take my layers, place them back where I have them. Because remember, we had our words going a certain way. And I think I can tighten it a little bit more once I do this. So I'm opening up each layer with my fingers there in the order that we made the bow. And then if we need to trim anything down, I like to do that at the end. And we could really stop right here, y'all, like after we get this done, but we have a few more things we're going to add. All right, so let me tighten it a little bit more now that I have it exactly where I want it. It's already fluffed. Hey, Miss Valerie. Valerie number 1 is here. How are you doing today? All right, I'm pulling it just a little bit tighter. Just like so. And Valerie, you have been such a faithful, not only follower of A Touch of Faith, but customer. And I appreciate you so much. I started working on orders again this week. So if you placed an order like Miss Valerie did, I will be working on your design this week. And Miss Valerie, she placed an order for that beautiful Valentine's shirt. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but if you're interested in a shirt for Valentine's Day where it's custom made, it has your name on it. If you comment the word shirt, that link will come to you. So I will be designing hers, getting that printed and made. And I can't wait for you to see it, Miss Valerie. All right, so now that we have our bow, I'm going to trim a few things up here. After I get my tails situated, let me move this one over, just like so. All right, I'm going to trim this one down just a smidge. Same thing with our blue glitter. I like going longer than going shorter at first, because if you go shorter, you don't have anything to work with when you are ready to finish. Fluff that out just a little. And I think I'm going to move this tail up. I want everything to have a home. And then once I hang this one, I'm going to fluff it even more, making sure it looks the way I want it to look. So I'm getting my tails off of my sign there. All right, what do y'all think? Y'all like it? So look at that. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful it is. All right, so now let's embellish. We are going to embellish with two things. I have these matching glitter balls, y'all, in those 3 colors, and the white even has snow. So we're going to use these, and we're going to add in some snowflakes. So I thought, let's do some silver snowflakes, and then we will be finished. All right. So these are just ornaments that you can pick up. And I like using things like this to embellish my designs. So let's grab 6 of these. We'll do 6. Okay. Just like this. And this wreath, by the way, it is for sale. I don't know if I told y'all that. So if you're interested in this wreath, let me go look. Let me look real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me check. I'm checking right now, y'all. Okay, yes. So let me grab that for you, because someone may want this wreath for their door. And I'm going there right now. Y'all are so good. Thank you. And of course, there are wreaths for all of the seasons, right? But this one is for winter. So you can comment the word winter and get this one. The link will come directly to your inbox. Okay. All right. So we're going to add these. We don't need the little hangers that came with them. That would be if we wanted to put it on our tree. You would use their little hangers, but we don't need the hangers. So we're going to cut those off. And I love these. They have different patterns and designs when you're looking at snowflakes. I love these. All right, so we're going to alternate. We're going to alternate adding snowflakes in, just like this. We're just going to wire them in. They're not going to go anywhere. And then on the ends, we're going to add a little glitter ball. Isn't that amazing that we can do that? We're going to add a little bit of glue so they don't go anywhere. because I would not want anyone touching your wreath and making your glitter balls come off of the wreath. I'm just going to alternate my colors all the way around. And look at there. That's how we're going to finish it off. Now, we could absolutely do the snowflakes on each one, but I want to give it a little variety. That's my little specialty there. So if they're a little long, I'm going to trim them down. And then we're going to rotate and add them. And the silver, they are more thick. So I'm going to just use my little awl there to help me get those on. Just like that. What do y'all think? We're making great time with our wreath, y'all, because we had that bow added, I think, within an hour. So we're just finishing up our final embellishments right now. And if y'all have any questions while I'm doing this, feel free to ask. Ask away. So back to our snowflake. We're just adding everything all at once. That's right. It's wonderful, isn't it? I didn't add my awl that time, but I'm just using a side where I can easily push that through. And there we go. Look at that, all the way around. So this wreath is going to look amazing on a door. You can have a black door, blue door, white door. It's going to look beautiful on your door as you are transitioning from Christmas, still giving you something to decorate with, so that your door doesn't have to look bare after Christmas. Because I know so many people go all out for Christmas and then they take everything down and there's nothing. So if you love that feeling of how your home looked during Christmas time and you want something on your door, this could be it. Oh, thank you, Sister Julia. And those snowflakes are going on so nicely there. I'm paying attention to make sure the glue is not going on my hand as I do this. That's not fun. Uh-oh. That one. Let me use my awl this time. Yeah, because that's not fun at all. Put the glue on it. That way I can see it better too. Here we go. It's just the silver. It has more metallic in it, so I had to do it that way. Okay. Y'all like the little glitter ball that I'm adding? I feel like I get back to that silver so fast. We just did a silver. That's helping it go on better. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to lift this up, go under the bow here to add this one. Let me go a little tighter. There we go. Now, I don't often use the white because these look like snow. So really, I bought these for my winter wreaths, especially. There we go. Look at there. All right, let's turn it around. Now we're behind the bow. Oops, that one's supposed to be for the silver. Let's see if we can get it on there this way. There we go. I did it. Okay. Okay. Back to our snowflake. We're almost done with adding the snowflakes, y'all. I think we just have one more to do. Yep, just one more. Let's trim this down just a little. Y'all see how the colors are all tying together? We did not deviate from our colors at all. I added way more glitter balls than I needed in my bowl here. I just wanted to have enough to work. And then the leftovers will get used on another project. Oh, thanks, Natalia. So after the live is over, I'll share the final picture. And if anyone wants to claim this now, you can. And I tell you what, if you want to claim it now, go ahead and comment the word sold followed by wreath. But if you want to check out before I post it, you can head over. If you type the word winter, you'll get the direct shopping link in your inbox and you can check out and get this one. Natalia has been a faithful supporter too. Natalia, I will be messaging you so we can get your class rescheduled. Now that January is here, we'll see how our schedules look. All right, last snowflake, y'all. Look at there. All right, let's do another silver. And Natalia, if tomorrow works, let me know because I think I have an opening tomorrow, our usual time. But just let me know, okay? But I will message you. All right, last one. And we will have done this in about a little over an hour because we were chit-chatting some. I feel like those silvers roll around fast. Roll around fast. Yes, they do. All right. Let's clear off our table. Then we can take a look. All right, so let me show it to you this way first. So here's what we have. How did we do? So there is our completed wreath, everyone. And let's take a look like this as well. Let me stand up again. So here is our Let It Snow Somewhere Else. beautiful winter wreath. And if you want this, you can comment the word wreath. The link will come, comment the word winter and the link will come to your inbox. If you're on YouTube people, I can give you the link. So hang on, let me get the link for YouTube people, just in case anyone is interested in this one. There we go. Oh, thank you, Aunt Flo. All right, link is coming for YouTube. Thanks. Donzel gives me a 10 out of 10. I love it. All right, so that is our beautiful design. And we had more time today, so I said we'll save our wreaths now that I'm back to work. We'll save those for Saturdays. And Miss Trina Austin, whenever she joins, this was dedicated to you. And I also dedicated it to Ashley. And I'm going to dedicate it to each of you who stayed on the live to the end. So if you made it to the end, drop a heart, drop a snowflake. Let me know you love the snow wreath, the let it snow somewhere else winter wreath. All right, you all, what questions do you have? I have thoroughly enjoyed this today. I'm going to leave it turned this way so you can still see. What questions do y'all have? This has been amazing, super amazing, so much fun. And I thank y'all for hanging out with me today as we created, is this our second wreath now together for 2026? Tomorrow, you're going to see our third wreath for 2026. And I think you're going to absolutely love it. Can't wait to show it to you. We have some things we're working on. And yeah, I think this one's going to be a showstopper. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. YouTube, I'll try to remember to share it for you all as well so you can see it. All right, what else before we head out? Did I forget anything else? And we did check our stats last time. Donzel said he missed it, but we did do that. And our channel is still growing. We're working on 1,100 subscribers. So I can't wait. We'll do another check on Tuesday. And I look forward to seeing who else is going to join us over on our channel. All right, let me see. Anything else? I'm going to clean my table a little bit right here, y'all. Just a little bit of glitter. I'm going to put my mouse back, and I don't want glitter to go on the mouse. There we go. All right. So I think that is it. If you all follow my mom, she'll be live at 7. So I'll see you all over there. But we appreciate your support so, so much. I could not do it without you. So I thank you for your support. Thank you for helping us start off 2026 with a bang. I appreciate you being here and I love you all. Don't forget to go out and look for something good, because when you do, you know you found God. And remember, God's got me, God's got you, and we've got this. Have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you back live on my page here on Tuesday at 5:30 Eastern time. And let's wait until Tuesday and I'll unveil the January Color Play subscription box. How about that? We'll do that Tuesday as well. I didn't forget. Okay, I think that is it. So have a great night. Love y'all so much. Bye, everyone.